From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Rob's forecast.
Well, it's been a wet pattern across Acadiana over the last couple of months, going back to July, and we've been erasing that drought. Normal for this month, about 4 inches, not including what we got today, and we're already past 7 and getting close to 7.5 inches. We'll probably be close to 8 inches before the day is done. And notice for the year, we were down 15, 16 inches of rain compared to normal, and we've made that up. Now we're roughly about 7 or 8 inches shy of normal, but no issues here. The ground's getting saturated, and that's why there's concern building across the region, because we have the same pattern, active upper level pattern interacting with the surface front, producing very heavy rainfall. And as we were showing you going back to last week, northeast Texas getting hammered with rainfall, and that heavy rain now moving through the northern part of the state. And this is the beginning of a multi-day event where more rain and storms will continue. Here's the rain totals just over the last 24 hours. You can see areas from Dallas into eastern Texas catching upwards of 9 inches of rain or more in spots. And there was some major flooding in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex late last night and early this morning. Those waters have come down, but still plenty of rainfall nearby, and that's mainly pushing off to the east as we scan all the National Weather Service Doppler radars and Power Doppler 3 here. And we can see, as we put things in motion, some of those very heavy showers moving generally from west to east, and that's going to be the trend right now as we take a look at Acadiana and Power Doppler 3. We'll see the showers and storms we had earlier today. Things have quieted down, still some lingering showers, a few spotty ones here and there, and then the more heavier rains or moderate rains, mainly the extreme northern fringes of Acadiana. You see an isolated cell here as we get down toward Acadia Parish, Lafayette Parish, and then points to the east. As we look at the big picture here across the area, this is the risk of excessive rainfall per the Weather Prediction Center going into tomorrow. So a moderate risk of flooding rains. You get into the moderate risk, you're going to have flooding rain somewhere in this area. As you get into the slight risk, well, there's going to be the chance of some flooding rains, and then the marginal risk, some localized heavy rainfall. But then as we head into Wednesday, all of Acadiana gets pushed into that slight risk category because the grounds continue to get increasingly saturated across the region. Infrared satellite imagery offering plenty of gray skies across much of Acadiana, a little dull sunshine here and there. You can see the storms really firing up across Texas. They do need the rain, but when it rains this hard after such a bad drought that they've had, most of the water runs off, doesn't soak into the ground. So at least they're getting some water over there. Tropics with tropical wave here, there, and everywhere, but none that show a whole lot of promise other than this one out in the eastern tropical Atlantic for right now. The National Hurricane Center giving it about a 30% chance of development, but no major concerns at this point. So as we track the moisture moving across the Atlantic basin, and then the moisture is stuck here across the Gulf Coast, we don't see a change here locally, although the Euro offering maybe a little relief on our rain chances come the weekend, but I wouldn't buy that at this point. And then plenty of deep tropical moisture, and maybe another system coming off the African coast, and then another one by the Cape Verde Islands. So we could see some action get going, and it should get going as we finish out the month of August and head into September. Meanwhile, we're going to have a little bit of a surface low off to the north, and we're going to have that comma-shaped pattern of rain around it. The risk of showers overnight tonight through daybreak tomorrow. A couple of rounds of heavy showers and storms, primarily morning after into mid-afternoon hours, then things quiet down. And then it happens all over again. Pre-dawn showers, then showers and storms to start the day Wednesday. Locally heavy downpours. And again, with this low kind of drifting around the area, we're setting up for more heavy rains. And this is the latest graph model that just came in, indicating the threat of some pretty hefty rain totals over the next 3 days. Just over the next 3 days, the model really pouring it on, with many of us seeing several inches of rain. We'll say 1 to 3, isolated up to 4 to 7, and the model goes even hotter in a few isolated spots. And we look at that long-range pattern right now. It looks like the threat of flooding rains mainly north of Acadiana, but we'll see if the graph model is a trendsetter and how it plays out down the road. Today we had our highest rain chances mainly morning through the early afternoon hours. Now moving into tomorrow, notice we have a bigger mountain here. Rain chances chances up in the high category starting at 7 a.m. and continues through much of the mid-afternoon, but dropping off by this time tomorrow evening. So overnight tonight, we'll see temperatures eventually getting down to 76 or 77, near 100% humidity. Showers ending early, but we could see more action later on tonight, especially after about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then tomorrow, we got to keep rain chance in the 80 to 90% range. Showers and storms, mainly morning through the mid-afternoon hours. Locally, very heavy downpours in spots where we could see some localized street flooding, so please keep that in mind. Still unsettled pattern as we move forward. In fact, we don't see rain chances going below 60% through the next 10 days, and this makes week 2 of a forecast like this, and haven't seen this in August in quite a while. And look at those highs. On the good news side, we don't see 90 degrees. Maybe 1 or 2 days we'll squeeze in 90 there, but most of the days highs in the 80s, which the air conditioners and our utility bills like.
So we'll take it.
That's a plus side,
That
I
is the
guess,
plus side. The unplus side, your grass is going to be a foot high
It is.
before you can get out and cut it.
All right.
Thanks,
Rob. Still ahead tonight.